Hi everyone, hope everyone's doing well and we are ready for another week of online learning. Today on our little short video I wanted to talk with you about contractions. And so we've done this in class in the past, but we're going to do some practicing this week on IXL. And of course you're going to find them all throughout your reading. With any book that you read there's usually contractions in them. And so wanted to talk a little bit about what a contraction is and how a contraction in a word or in a sentence does not change the meaning of that sentence. So first of all, let's review what a contraction is. Now there's two things that we're going to think about whenever we're putting contractions together or noticing a contraction in a sentence. Okay, so a contraction is a short form of two words that are put together. Okay, so it's a short form of two words put together. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to think about when we think about contractions. So two words and we're making them shorter. So we're taking two words, putting them together to make one word, and it's a shorter form of the other two words, okay? The other thing is that a contraction always includes an apostrophe, right? And the apostrophe replaces the letters of a word that has been removed when we shorten the two words together to make one word, okay? So here we go, an apostrophe, let me make sure I spell that correctly. An apostrophe is used in place of a letter, okay? And so you might not remember what an apostrophe looks like, but an apostrophe is a little line, a little curved line like this. And we see a curved line like this at the bottom of the line whenever we're writing, and it would be called a comma. But when it is above the line and involved in a word, we call it an apostrophe. Okay, so we're taking these two ideas. We're going to take two words, shorten them, and put them together to make one word. And we're going to use this little mark here called an apostrophe to show where the missing letter is that we take out from the two words that we're using. Okay, so let's practice a little bit. Okay, so we know it's got to be two words. So let's go ahead and take these two words. I will. Okay, so I will fix dinner tonight. Okay, that's my sentence. I will. Now I'm going to take my two words and I'm going to shorten them, right, and turn it into a contraction. So whenever I do that, some letters have to be popped out or to be pulled out, right? And those missing letters will be replaced by an apostrophe. Okay, so I'm going to take I, and I'm going to take the LL, right? Now if I leave it like this, it's the word ill, like I don't feel well, I'm sick. So the letters that popped out were W and I, and it's going to be replaced with an apostrophe. So now I will is changed to I'll. I'll make dinner tonight. Now notice I will and I'll, whether I use the two words or whether I use the contraction, did not change the meaning of my sentence, right? I'm still going to make dinner. Whether I say I will make dinner tonight or I'll make dinner tonight, the meaning of my sentence stays the same. Okay, so here's my two words. I've shortened them, right, into one word, and I've replaced the missing letters with an apostrophe. Okay, so we would call this right here a contraction. All right, so let's do a few more together. Okay, let's do this one here. She will. She will come by at 3 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to take my two words and I'm going to shorten them into a contraction. So I'm going to take she from my first and of course the LL. Now notice this word here says shell. shall be by at 3 o'clock? No, that doesn't make sense. So the letters that are missing are W-I, and the apostrophe goes right there in between because those letters are missing. It replaces the letters that are missing. So now I read it, she'll be by at 3 o'clock. So whether I say she will be by at 3 o'clock or she'll be by at 3 o'clock, the meaning of the sentence stays the same, right? And this right here is called the contraction. Two words together to make one smaller word with the use of an apostrophe. All right, let's do another one. Let's do could not. Could not. I could not ride my bike without training wheels. Okay, so I'm going to take those two words and shorten them. So I'm going to take could and the word not. Now for my contraction, the missing letter is O. So the apostrophe replaces the O, and now my contraction is couldn't. I could not ride my bike without training wheels, or I couldn't ride my bike without training wheels. Okay, so here again, my two words, we've shortened them into one word, and the apostrophe has replaced the missing letter, which is the O in not. Okay, let's do another one. Sometimes it's a little confusing because it seems like the whole word changes. For example, in the word or the words will not. Will not isn't won't, right? It is won't. So here I go, won't, W-O-N apostrophe T. So the I-L-L are the missing letters, right? I will not be home until 9 o'clock, or I won't be home until 9 o'clock. Okay, so the apostrophe still replaces the missing letters. We're still taking two words, shortening them into one word, and of course this is called the contraction. Okay, let's do another one. Here we go. This is one that we see a lot in reading, and one that you write a lot in your own writing. Okay, and it is I am, right? So I could say I am a teacher. So I'm going to take my two words and I'm going to bring them together in a contraction, and the contraction is I'm. Okay, A is the missing letter in my contraction, so of course that is replaced with an apostrophe. So my contraction is I'm. So I could say I am a teacher or I'm a teacher, and the meaning of my sentence does not change whether I'm using the two words or the contraction. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's do did not. Did not. Okay, here we go. How about I did not finish my homework? Okay, so now I'm going to take did and I'm going to take not and I'm going to put them together, right? And my O is my missing letter, and my apostrophe replaces the O for the missing letter, and now my contraction is didn't. I didn't finish my homework. Okay, so there is my contraction. So whenever you're reading them, make sure that you are realizing the meaning of the sentence doesn't change when you are writing them out. Make sure that you have your apostrophe in the right place, noticing the letters that are missing by shortening the two words together. Okay, so today or this week, there's an IXL activity for you to do with contractions, and then also there is a sentence writing sheet that I sent you to put some contractions into some sentences. Okay, so I hope that was a good review for you today. I know we've done this a little bit in class, but just to refresh your memory and to get your eye noticing when you're reading that there are some contractions. We say them naturally whenever we're just talking, but writing them out and having the correct spelling and understanding what a correct contraction is also really important. Okay, so have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.